Imposta. We call that pulling a Simon. Astarian drones. Yeah, well, they did. Oh, yeah. Like they could be a pillar that reaches out. Yeah. I do have to say, though, the image doesn't really do justice. Since you guys have faced them now, let me go ahead and make their character sheet visible to you guys so you can see the big picture on their bio page because they have like a scorpion-esque, like insectoid kind of, but then they're mechanical drone creations too. They're kind of scary. I get like, yeah, yeah, she was encased when she died, so her form was just yeah hanging there in the. But oh, I'm not familiar with Maze Runner. Um, well, for the sake of visuals, let me copy Jacques' token here and paste it down because you guys did also. Yep, just for the sake of down on the first floor, just to show you the room that they're in there. See, yeah, they killed Orm and the Flame Skulls, and Arno went about, tried to check bodies for anything useful, found only their swords and. Uh, oh, I just deleted your token again. Yeah, I was just giving like a quick little look at that room with the consoles and stuff and the floor symbol. Oh, okay. Well, alrighty then. Ah, that's very cool. I zoom in and out kind of depending, but I do try to frame everybody in with like the yeah, the maximum of visual field, but it's for everybody, of course. Mm, yeah, everything else yeah, becomes more and more faded. Petunia's handing out hugs. She is not dead. Yep, didn't find anything useful. Yep. I think the Bone Devil's body was still there. Um, maybe not. It is. You had attempted to loot. There wasn't anything to loot. Yeah, he did find a couple swords, and that was pretty much it. Hmm. Upstairs so far, you found drones. Yeah. Um, and Petunia was smashing the one. A couple people went up into the room up north where there were a couple pillars that were sending arcs into the drones, but not attacking the players the way these ones were. And then Arno went up and started attacking them. So they activated and came out and started fighting, along with the one that had activated the second the Petunia started attacking one of the pillars. Hmm. Yeah, right next to Augustine at the door. It wasn't even that. He actually physically attacked them. That's, yeah, what activated them. Unprovoked. They were just standing there, minding their own business. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. You are on the second of five. Oh, that's right. You guys can't hear my ominous nodding. Right? Oh no. We better call Orm Jr. There's a problem here. Ouch, yo. Um, can I please, because you guys are having kind of like a what do we do next? What are our options discussion? Jacques and Petunia are welcome to make an insight check. Just one. Well, I mean, one each. Oh my gosh. So that elvish mage, Demelin, back where she had offered refuge, she herself was a pretty powerful wizard and teleporting about and such. She may be able to assist you. She has much knowledge and power. She is ancient and acted at you guys, even though after your show of force, she acted like she was not worried at all about you. Like, oh, you're going to be aggressive? Well, whatever. Like, are you done having your tantrum? Good. Now we can talk. So she kind of has like that bearing and confidence. Indeed, they told you about her. And so from their telling, like for you, from your perspective, it would really be like, well, you guys are just made friends with this ancient, yeah, this Gandalf lady. So, I mean, she didn't want to act directly, but no, she had a cool mask. Yeah. She's actually in your NPC folders, the Northern Waste NPCs. The very bottom is Demlin. I don't know if she took her mask off with you guys. I think maybe. I think when you guys maybe ingratiated, she may have, but maybe not. Audible gasp. It's possible she didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. And Demolin, bottom of the list there. Mr. Stone. Are you on? Hello, sir. Welcome. We've been doing some recapping. We got a new goal for Jacques. every day, every day. Starting to blaspheme. You're going to suggest necromancy next. I would love to see a necromancer as a party member in this group. I think that would be incredibly fun. Because you guys have left such a trail of bodies behind you, exploding in force and the like. Yeah, but there's oh, you're looking at beyond. It's not going to help for me to look there. So I started to type in beyond, which by the way is a favorited link in my bookmarks and stuff. But the first thing that popped up in my browser was Beyonce. Almost, almost. Not quite. All right, so let's hop over to campaigns. No, not my profile. No. Look at the creature. So, yeah, your body, yeah, is just an inventory item, yeah. He did specifically say he was trying to save, not use up all your resources unless he absolutely had to. He was endeavoring not to just spend you out, yeah. So I think so. We started out, and he was like, "Yep, I've got this script. I know how to Jacques." And then round two happened, and he's like, "All right, we're going off script." I mean, aren't you all the same level? So you just have one fifth level spell slot? That's what you've been using for your primal savagery. Yeah, but she's been casting it up a bunch. You haven't? I thought that it let you. Oh, okay. I'll try to figure out what I'm confusing that for later. And Sir Augustine is back. Word. Mask here. Pretty handy. There is, for what you guys are encountering, I like Maelstrom and Reincarnate. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Josh has been a little bit quiet, drumming his fingers in the computer screen. Wah. Hmm. I mean, agree. There were, I thought two. I 100% remember two, but I can't confirm a third, and I apologize. So you don't know what a computer is, but it's similar to the console down on the lower floors. And yes, dials, levers, strange displays, and the like. It is similar. Now, out of game, yes, it's absolutely a computer console, but you wouldn't even have the vocabulary to define that. You'd be like, yeah, ask Rukel Dust because gadgets. Yeah, yeah. Or, I mean, Captain Abbott makes drones and stuff, so he actually, yeah, good call, would have certainly a better grasp. It would be super advanced for his eye too, but he would be the most suited of your company. He's a star man. Make that roughly 45 to 30 minutes, given how long you've been at your activity thus far. He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Right. Go down by the bay, make things out of clay. What do you say? I just may. That's from Happy Gilmore. When he's like, stay out of my way or you're going to pay. Listen to what I say. Stone. Heavy stone. They are made of very heavy stone, but they do slide quietly. And you've not encountered a locked one so far. As a matter of fact, you don't see a locking mechanism. Doing his ritual. Wow. It's weird they don't count that as a ritual. Yeah. So it sounds like you guys are wanting to kind of try to hole up here and recover a bit and move on rather than exit. I have two questions. One, I will be needing a performance check, likely. Um, question number two. How many of those things are on your person? Hence them being your most prized, and you did not leave them with the camp. Okay. He did, and set a trap with some, yeah. Hmm. Oh. Whee! You have received a very sad letter in the mail. It is an invitation to the funeral of a friend. Can Augustine, can you please make a willpower save? Or sorry, I meant wisdom. That's not amazing, sir. You're going to take psionic damage. It's not much, but it's enough to sting your brain. I'm sorry. What I meant to say is this directly reduces your Constitution score by. All right. So, invoking that prayer, unfortunately, you do not receive the blessing of Mishkal. You feel it was a valiant effort, and you did offer something most treasured. There's a backlash. Something has blocked you. Somehow you've been denied. He still has all of his stuff. That's why he took the psionic damage, is because he realized he was less weighted. No, my horde. Hmm? Can I confirm? Is that a vote from everybody? That you are making the strategic retreat? Alrighty then. Can I please have a survival check from Arno Stone? So, you are able to navigate your way back. You observe there is a little bit of chaos in the skies. You see a few more silhouettes of dragonels. You see a lot of activity in the south. Very distant. The bastion that you've been warned against, yes. And to the southeast as well. So there are sounds echoing from the very, very far distant. Since you guys are heading to the northwest, or northeast rather, can avoid all that. But free insight, they could be coming your way, because you know that there was. I didn't realize somebody made the sad face on the bastion there. Oh, cheers. So I've always been looking above, like I saw the heart and star and stuff. Like, anyway, so Arno, you are able to get your bearings, navigate back through the paths you have already taken. Your Dragonel was set free as per the promise of Jacques. The horse will definitely convey that there is activity, but they've not been discovered. And they can try to rendezvous along your way, if is such is your desire. Oh, yeah. But safe and sound. They'll be able to meet you along the way. And when it comes to nightfall, you will reach again the path of memories. Yep, yep. Oh, yeah, can confirm. She's the only one that lives here. And she has a shop, a lab. Workshop is what I meant, not like a sales shop. I'm sorry. It was a test to see if you were worthy. Absolutely, 100%. Well, but like, so if your dog growled at somebody when they came over, wouldn't you be like, oh, maybe not leave the niece and nephew around that guy, right? Like, oh, well. Love me. So you are the Solamnic knight they spoke of. They had thought you lost. A sacrifice made to allow them to venture this far. Hmm. Well, not only the lady, as I sense you've restored the lance. Were you involved, or were you yourself restored there as well? Then I was right, and the gods do watch you with favor. They've not abandoned us. You've got some wounded among you. How far have you been able to fare? I did sense something triggered on the floating isle, but it remains afloat. You would know the outcome of the controls they fiddled with. They didn't have to engage with anything that required knowledge of the language. With that being said, if there's anything you would want to convey, you can guess that she probably speaks that, as opposed to most people who are living. like, she's from here. So, yeah. Anyway, that's just if you wanted to private chat or if you wanted to try to earn her favor. I'd give you advantage in persuasion using her own language just for the sense of familiarity, that sort of thing. Just throwing that out there. Well, you know I've been alone for quite some time, good sir. Ha ha. Oh, it's like we're on the river scene. Was he important? Did he know secrets of the operations, targets? How useful would he be to be kept alive? They're not stupid, the commanders, although impulsive. Well, it is my belief if they had a captive who was not dead, he'd not have been taken to your target, rather likely the bastion itself, which of course lies outside of your reach without completing your first task. I I hope you can continue to be successful. You've made it this far. All I can do is hope that This friend of yours has some value to them. Otherwise, well, surely you're familiar with proper funeral rites for one of your brethren. You're asking for what now? Hero's feast? Yeah, I know I am. I'll check for you. Don't underestimate fate. Um, yeah, it only takes 10 minutes to cast. The feast takes an hour to consume and then disappears at the end of that time. And they don't set in, the beneficial effects don't set in until the hour is up. He was asking about her casting Hero's Feast for everybody. Ah, it is an honor, Jacques. I am Demelin. She will be taken aback. Wow, you are well studied. The gods have chosen their agents well. She looks around at everyone. Well, if you're going to be re-storming the place, then I reckon you'll want an overnight. Patch up your wounds. I can certainly, on the morn, transport you there. I will only be able to do it for you once. You will be on your own thereafter. Says, I, only the top floor has windows, and they are quite sturdy. My spell, if I were to put you on the roof, would not be helpful unless you had, for your company, a means to break through the ceiling. Be pretty precarious up there. I can put you right on the front doorstep. I can't teleport you with a trajectory and force toward the windows as much as I would enjoy a surprise break in on that top floor. It would be out of my means to mount something so epic. She says, ah, would that I could, but that would be a number of days back and forth. Such power is limited. I can't simply channel the ether at will. Oh, I've studied long and well to hold even the power I do have. Do you fancy a duel, Sir Augustine Woodlow? She says, "You may claim any of the furniture you wish to use. I am well rested enough. I can keep busy. It seems I've lost some of my subjects in my lab and have to deal with that issue, so I can keep myself busy." You wouldn't. She turns her head slowly at you and then back to Jacques. There is a shared look of knowing and understanding between you. Well, um, well, can I have a sandwich? I haven't had. What's this? Oh yes. It still only counts as one. Um, yeah, and your last level up was a little bit early when I offered and accepted. That's not to say you don't have reflections to make soon enough, but it's a little hectic right now. You don't have time to kind of ponder. You now have an elvish resistance to sleep. Your ears are pointy. You have no explanation for it. She said that she can get you to pretty much the. She can skip you ahead of having to climb the floating chunks of earth and get you directly to the front door. Yeah, and she can definitely get the whole party there. OSCAR. The Wasteland Dragono. Um, I'm not sure if you are familiar enough to tell. If you may, if you have Augustine help, you'll have advantage because he determined the femininity of the dead dragon that you had found on your way through Anyari. with all of the all yep. Uh, with all of your efforts combined, you do determine the male status of the Dragonel. Are you? Is this for naming convention? Nice, I like it. Gertrude. Nope, it's taking a nap. That's cool. All right. Dos vowels. D, not a vowel. So Arno and Abbott, do you guys have a vowel? Y'all have been pretty quiet. I hope you're not on mute. Oh, okay, there we are. Welcome. Oh, it's coming up to be Toad maybe if Josh maybe has a vowel. Yeah, there it is. Toad. A dot. Todo. Todo. Uh, before teleporting you, Demelin will offer. She says, I was able to convey your situation to your Dragonel companion. It seems there's a sense of familiarity with you lot and some people to the south in the wastelands. And she's looking at you kind of to confirm she knows you know what she's talking about. She says, he has offered to try to reach his companions and offer them to engage in the protection of those who they have seen to be worthy, feels obligated, kind of sees you as a pack member, doesn't think so complicated, but your apparent rescue, and she's looking at you kind of quizzically. You haven't told her about it, but she's like, maybe a rescue of sorts, but there's an obligation, wants to repay, and is recognizing the threat includes obviously having been captured, not just the two-legged folk, but scaled folk as well. So, as far as she can say, there's a reluctance to leave your side, but also an offer to go forth and acquire its pack to aid. There'd be some time, of course, of flying, but pretty sure that it can be back quick. But she leaves it up to you. It seems Dragonel's kind of hesitant to take either path. That's all. Aw. Do you mean Captain Abbott or GM? I am Sajak and Vanna. They're from Wheel of Fortune. RST, LNE. Oh, I will. It'll be R if that's not taken. Otherwise, it'll be S. Yeah. And then, yeah, you're welcome to take yours. Because then you've got all kinds of stuff you can do with that. R's a good consonant. All right. He will give you a slight nuzzle before bounding off into the sky, starting off in a southeasterly direction. Looks like he wants to curve around from that prime source of darkness directly to the south, but off into the wastes. And to confirm, I just want to know, is Captain Abbott going to have one or both of those servants available to him? You are welcome to do so. Definitely make sure you have your healings applied and your slots restored and your reactions updated. Did you give yourself a letter? That being Z. All right. So I'm just kind of curious. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm using Google because Google has like an AI thing on it. So let me try again and delete my shame. Oh, did it do like every? Oh, come on. I don't have time for that. this thing is just not getting it. As wrote it. As wrote it. And does it have the hyphens or apostrophes, or is that just a phonetic? Okay, cool. Alrighty. So, yes, for Captain Abbott, I did want to confirm. Will you have either or both of your constructs with you and available? All right. I will take the other this off of there. And everybody has done their. Is everybody at max health and slots and everything else? You guys are just fully feeling great. That sounds cool. That's not what I wanted. And Jacques, are you going to have? Did you name your horse? I just have Celestial Warhorse. Let me change the name of that. And then, in case things happen, I'm pretty sure I want that also too. There we go. Please continue this line of questioning. Okie doke. The last words that Demolin is able to share is that you must brace yourselves. They will most certainly be anticipating your arrival. So let me check something, and if you would like, Jacques, you may make a persuasion check to see if she has anything she might be able to aid you with. Any help. And she agrees. She says, the most I will be able to do while the window of energies is open, I will be able to slow the passage of time to the extent that you will be able to arrive and assess your situation and move upon them before they have an opportunity to act. It will be brief. Mechanically, she's offering you a surprise round of action while they're kind of time stopped a little bit. So they can, I mean, they won't be defenseless, but you guys will have a round of, oh, this is what we're looking at. All right, do this as quick as you can. Air it, air it. Oops, that's not. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, why is there no tunes, man? Oh, fail. All right, so what's that? Sorry. Her lab is facilitated as such, but it doesn't look like she has like a large project going on. Like she doesn't have a shelf of bubbling potions that are ready for you to attempt to consume, if that's what you are angling at. Why, yes, I happen to have 5 of them here. I have little pictures of people on them. Why? That's a mystery solved. Epic. Oh, I thought you were bringing a horse. Absolutely. That's why it was there. Om Junior. Remember, you guys all have your surprise round. Indeed. Not really. They didn't have time to summon another whole bone demon. But they do have door greeters. Welcome to Costco. I love you. One per customer. Question, is Dooney wanting to participate in initiative? Armor, helmet, sword. Ching ching. Look at that fantastic initiative. That's all right. So, in your initiative order, you guys will all have one round to do a thing. You have been teleported here as energy crackles around you and your vision fading from Hall of Memories to white to the threshold. Before you lies the welcoming committee. Petunia will be able to act first, followed by Augustine. I don't know what you're talking about. These are draconians. They don't wield magic. Uh, do you have Ride the Lightning? That's a Metallica song. Solaris Osmithas. Good old fog cloud. The area is heavily obscured. Boom. Petunia has dropped a fog cloud. Will you be moving in addition to your fog cloud? Yes. West side? And by the way, oh, nothing. Anyway, next up is Sir Augustine. What? Felt yourself a goddess for a moment? Uh-oh. He will knock his friend further into the fog while he himself is blasted backwards. All right, Jacques de la Rose. Ugh. No, that's gonna hit. Hit. Crazy. Ooh. Alrighty then. Mr. Arno Stone, thou art up next. It's getting right up in the face. Alrighty. Arno charging his way into the cloud. Captain Abbott is up next. Alright. Oh, North guy. Alright. I was going to say there is disadvantage on a prone target with ranged. But you're right. Alright. Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah, depending. It's very possible. BEA beautiful. Yes, sir. 22 is still good. There's a, I thought it was a global modifier, but I could be wrong. There is a thing, sometimes you have to like click out of the box and stuff, like to make it activated or whatever. Sometimes that's dumb. You do have those activated. I have sneak, I have sharpshooter, you have your -5 on your attack. So it should be working for everything, hypothetically. Maybe it just didn't before for a reason. It looks like it's all checked on right now. Yeah, I do not know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that, yes. Um, so were you just wanting to replace that or were you doing another thing? Okay. Alrighty. Perfecto. We usually use that for a 20 radius, don't we? So I just put it on the map layer for now. Hiss. I just wanted to replace the token for it, and so that way that will be the default. See if that works next time. As you will. I do believe had a total of 27 damage. Is that accurate, sir? All things considered? For Captain Abbott's shot? Alright, excellent. Hell of a shot. And with that, that will bring us to the top of the order. You see them slowly responding, moving as suddenly things are going down, and now they're fully active. Petunia, at the W, what dost thou do? It's where the money's buried, under the giant W. Yes, that's what I vote for. Which is what it's at, right? Yeah, indeed. There are, in fact, three of them. So let's see. You're in on 20, conjure a wave of water, cuts down, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, up to 10 feet tall, dex save, for a bunch of bludgeoning damage and being prone, or half. And then we'll put out flames around it, and then the water will seep back into the wasteland. Oh, yes, you've got it there. I was opening it in the compendium. Thank you for hosting that. And let me have the three of these gentlemen make for us some saves. Well, can I have you please roll the damage on that? Oh, yep, you already did. Thank you. I'm done. And Dexterita and Numero Trace. Wave splashing down from out of nowhere. Was anyone thirsty? I mean, you know, he rolled a 19, so that's purely fate. So we've got first guy, left to right. It's a hell of a tidal wave. And they do be knocked down. Aha. Alrighty then. Yeah. No, that was awesome. All right. So on his turn, he has to spend half of his movement to stand. And then he's going to unfurl massive wings and take to the air. Heavy enough. M's pretty beefy. Oh, I keep on selecting the words there. It's a trap. That is terrible. Oh, damn. All right, so no, there was something I wanted to do, but can't. Um, hmm. You sense with your focus, you sense movement in your vicinity. You no. Oh, you weren't alone with him. Caca, caca. All right. So, what's your total, please, sir? 5, 15, 17, 29. Same as your attack. Awesome. You will hear a roar that will be cursing in Draconian that only Captain can understand, I'm pretty sure. And Petunia, you will see a Draconian lurching out of the fog cloud, and his eyes will widen when he sees you, and he will point a finger and blast at you 3 energy rays. Oh, he certainly does not. And he will spend the rest of his turn wondering why his feet are muddy. Hasn't rained lately? What the hell is this? There will be a Draconian in the south who is going to have to spend some movement standing. Then, being incredibly wounded, is going to take to the air and be trying to run away because he is not brave. Now, that being said, you can still see him roughly within that range. He is trying to flee. He is not too high to hit him. He's just kind of off the ground so that he can move better. So you guys can still Take pot shots at that guy if you don't want him to get away. That is entirely your purview. Also, I'm not sure what that measurement thing is there on the field that I see, the 0 measurement. That's supposed to stay. I don't want to trash it if... Well, no problem at all. I just didn't want to... No, that's fair. He does, and that's why he's running. He's like, dude, that holy spear stung like a mofo, and I'm out of here. So yeah, Jacques, you are able to observe that which has inspired. I don't know the languages that are being spoken upon the board, but it sounds fancy. Cool. And what do they say? Some. Excelente. It is Augustine's. Not a single one. One's running. What was that? Sorry. Yeah, he's running away. That's up to you. What you think is the worry about him running away or not? He's bleeding out. Yeah. That is going to hit, and you are going to pot shot him out of the air, and his body will be flying off. And not that it matters, but all right. I need to find that. Take him out of the order. He resisted the tidal wave, so he's still on the ground, but is the most hurt. He's going to have to take that 12 force damage. He's close. He is hunched. He is wounded. Alrighty then. Thou art up, Mr. De La Rose. Um, as a side note, sub question, that fog cloud there, per the concentration and Petunia being hit there, did she weather that concentration? I'm only curious because it does affect visibility and things and stuff. As Jacques is writing in here and making his oh my god. And Petunia says, no, I'm good. All right. Perfect. And your primary target is north or east guy. All right, thank you. So the first one is 52. Can confirm DC 14. You fear not a spectral image of yourself. You have faced death and overcome. Ha. Arno is just out of range, and it's dark, so we can't see him anyway. All right. Speaking of Mr. Stone, oh, that's rad. Uh, ooh, that satisfying feel of your blade hitting flesh. Hissing roar lashes out from inside the fog cloud. So from the ground, atop his steed, Jacques will be faced by a nearly dead Sivak, who is not a coward like his brother, lashes out. He will roar triumphantly, knowing his death is near, but he was able to draw blood as well. Cut it out! He's roaring in glory! He meows in glory instead. All right. Well, Abbott, it is your turn now. Yes, there is one still prone. Yep. That one appears to be moving a little quicker. Right. His sword slowly being pulled back as his teeth are bared and he charges on Petunia. Holy damn. Well, that's gonna hit. Good sir. Sorry, you needed a Jillian and two. Or wait, that's Um, yeah, about that. He is going to Prarg. And just in case he survives another round, and that's going to blast out at Mr. Stone, who needs to make a Constitution save at DC 14. Oh yeah, you guys are way out of range. You guys are totally fine. Yeah, it doesn't even go outside of the fog cloud. Damn. Yeah. Pity. Arno is awesome at his saves. Um, he is going to take some wherewithal of the situation and yeah, he's gonna be swung upon anyway from this mad, crazy god of war. So, what's that? Sorry. No, that's that's a thing. Or well, since we've been going through things, you used your reaction already, so you can't attack him. Oh no, you did just go. Touche. All right. Well, he's gonna have to risk it anyway. Take your reaction. He's running back into the temple. Your strike is going to hit. He is going to continue running into the temple. Uh, Pretty close. I honestly was like, he's probably going to die in the next hit he takes from Arno. So either way. All right. Happy fun time. Time for this guy to finally get off his ass. And he will see his brother fighting and come down to join him in attacking the mounted Knight of Solamnia. He does not have advantage to my chagrin. Still a nice hit, but not a critical. With the tail strike, see. Ooh, money, money. Roar, he will taste your flesh. And then it sounds like the fog cloud is not somewhere where this gentleman is going to want to be. Let me see. Yeah, he's well, damn and double damn. When he takes to the air, he knows that he is not going to be able to make it all the way to where Augustine is hiding, so he's going to have to fly over and try to hurt Jacques as well. buttons there. I'll be damned. Jacques says no. Just moving those back so that tokens can be acquired. Draconians swarming your friend Jacques. Petunia, you are up. Top of the order to you. You've got a bad case of the Draconians. Woke up with a bit of an itch. I love that. Petunia charges forward. Nuh-uh. The whole disadvantage thing sure is unfortunate. I'm kidding, you don't. Yeah. And how does Petunia react to seeing her own ghostly visage rise up? It is. I imagine you'll pass. As you savagely tear the beast asunder, you are not frightened. Yeah, it's pretty ghastly to see yourself almost as undead. Ugh. Shrieking with a voice that is nothing you've ever emitted, even in your death. Yeah, shoulder pauldrons. And next one up is the one you just killed, so he'll not. Let's see, what is... Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's a curious one. I think I've got, yeah. So the Aurak moving around the shrieking form of Petunia is going to point at Abbott Greencush. That's not what I wanted. Other button. That button. No, that is to Captain Abbott. It is with a DC of 15. And can confirm. Unfortunately not. All right, that's super cool. So you hear a voice compelling you in your head. The knight's shield is facing away. His back is open to you. He will not be expecting your strike. Nope. You will have to wait until your turn, but you do hear the words. So, as you await your turn, you can be changing your aiming focus. Meanwhile, I do believe Sir Augustine is up next. I'm sorry I didn't. There it is. There was a delay on your target. He is near death. That's going to hit. And kablarg. And for the sake of funsies, Jacques, how scary is Augustine to you? Actually, Petunia, you as well are within range. Saving with charisma? I don't know about that. You are pretty, but your mustache will not help you from the shrieking horror. Oh, okay. We might as well keep that then, by all means. Oh no. Merry Christmas. Mm, that's pretty close. That will fly past, striking the dirt near his feet as he stands steady but wounded. Come on. He doesn't. He will not have disadvantage. He already has advantage, so it is Jacques' turn. Um, so I dare say, uh-oh. Are you wanting are you wanting to keep that critical 12 not good roll? Please roll for me a d8. No, you are fine with that. All right. Your first hit is going to be successful. The total damage on that was. All right, so your second hit, he is going to parry, and your lance is going to fly through the air and land point first into the ground. Right there. He won't like it. Let me see. Can you please make for me an athletics check with advantage? Another one. Okay. He attempts to grab your foot when you are kicking out. You are able to resist and shuffle away. Stay mounted. Everything is good. He almost got a hold of your foot, though. Oh, it is. Uh, all right. Mr. Arno Stone, you are alone in a fog. Blink. It does. Abbott is now free. He totally didn't. Where are you going? Didn't you use all of your movement getting there? Ah. Well, I will need you to make a dexterity save before you go. Hoo. Well done. You will not be stunned. You're welcome. You'll still take half of this damage. Ooh, 3 damage. Lightning. Zzz. Get shocked a little bit, but you're not stunned. End of your turn? All right. Abbott Greencush, for a minute there, you had a compulsion to shoot your friend Jacques, but that is past. Unfortunately, no. A 17, yes. A 12, no. Shot fires across. All right, there are, well, one Draconian continued to run away, but he's on the other side of the fog that is obscured. Two Draconians remain, whose onslaught continues on Jacques de la Rose. First one on the north. I didn't mean to hit Shapeshift. I'm sorry. He didn't do that. That was supposed to be a tail. Hiss. And the other will roar in pleasure as he too brings his sword and tail. And so, Miss Petunia, that is bring us to you. Your friend Jacques has taken some hits atop his steed. All the rest of your friends look incredibly healthy. You can, yeah. You just can't go toward. You'd have to like come in a roundabout way. Oh yeah, and your target isn't him, so yeah, just because it's within the line of sight, but can still attack him at your leisure. Ooh, dart goes flying by. All right. Will that be all for Miss Petunia? All righty. Augustine will be next up in the order. Can you save your friend Jacques from further assault? Were you doing two separate blasts with those rolls? Ah, Jacques, I'm going to need, please, for your mount, two dexterity saves. Mr. Augustine, please roll one of your damages. So the horse will be able to pitter-patter, rear up a bit to avoid your assault. Good battlefield awareness, that warhorse. Shink. Parried away, clang with his large serrated sword, which opens him up for the other strike. Ugh. He looks up, looks across at you, teeth bared. You can see in his eyes the pain that he's holding back as he is near death, but has not expired. And with the flash of smighty holiness, the Draconian is replaced by the shrieking form of yourself. You care not. I'll give the horse advantage because of Jacques being awesome, and he totally doesn't need it. Ooh. All right. While Jacques is juicing, we've got Arno Stone coming up next. Arno has yet to feel the pain other than that little bit of shock. Alas, she did not have available any more material resources. She will have provided a sandwich, which I'm pretty sure you said you finished. So, yeah, yeah. Is he muted? Is he rolling a blunt? Maybe he should switch to the bong after having a little bit too much tobacco the other day. He was another Auroch Draconian, yes. Which is pretty sweet. Here's looking at you, kid. Oh yeah, you should be able to. It's just a matter of how much it will select when you select the area, because that can be wonky. So I would do Control C and then right click to paste, if you can. Ah, well that's a bunch of crap. Right, just tilt it. Let me see if oh, see if I try to grab it, I'm grabbing like all of the wave and the ground and everything. Well, yeah, copy it on the. We can just send in there in there charging. Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah, he was gone. Out of order. Oh, anybody who might have had like a magic word or password, you guys totally murdered to death. So, yeah. Those are three strikes that are going to hit. Sorry, sir. All together now. That depends. You've held your concentration and it hasn't fully come to pass. You get to decide the status of the fog. Ah. Hmm. Alrighty. What have you got, Mr. Green Kush, for us? The good captain is up. Arno, can I have you make a will save as the fear of passing in front of dead friends takes you over? Boom! Before the Sivok takes his action, I do need Mr. Arno Stone to make a couple of wisdom saves against fear. Oh, touche. Yeah, if he can't hear us there. He would be under fear, though, right where he stands from at least one. So he would pass into there. Yeah, he can work around. Let me go ahead and. All right. Well, the Draconian is probably going to spend his last actions in the glory of Takhisis swinging upon the Solemnic Knight. No, not Shape Theft. Stop clicking that button. And tail. All right. Top of the order is Petunia. What have you got for us, oh scared one? You can keep making your checks, I'm pretty sure, with those at the beginning of the turn. Can you? Repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Yep. I love, so that's some what's on the stack playing magic argument stuff, and I love that. It says can, you didn't activate your creature's ability, so go fuck yourself. That's also how I play the Eldritch Blast knocking people back. If Levi doesn't say he knocks him back, then I'm not reminding him anymore because he knows. And it is can or may. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, Petunia, you are no longer scared. You've come to the outskirts of your fog cloud. All right. Well, how about for Augustine? One foe remains. He's being surrounded by Arno and Jacques. If that is your desire, well, things don't look good for him. Oh, wow. All right. The spectral form will remain where he was, but his some of the dust will blast in that direction. Are you not? Why not? Of course. Jacques is a little bit afraid, right? Because it's your turn next. Like, oh God, that was ugh. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. These are gonna fade as you guys are able to no, hey, stop. Dude, I swear to Christ, why aren't you going away? Oprah's handing out heels. He's gonna have to answer you when he returns because he has BRB'd in the Roll20 chat. He might still hear us, but you will get no answer, I bet. I hope he's not like fervorously trying to pee real quick. I want heels, I want heels, I want heels. No, 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 no. Holy, what did you just ingest? This isn't the character with the drugs. Like, you keep on being confused, but about a minute or an hour. My bad, sorry. Right measure, wrong unit. Yes, but go up the stairs and enter, yes, but it's going to make it to where nobody can get past you. So you might want to go first and then open it up, or go last so everyone else can charge ahead, or whatever you want. But nobody will be able to squeeze past you and your horse the way they can each other as they did at the doorway previously. So that would be the only hindrance, because that horse is all about that base. Okay. Oh, it's dark in here, Augustine. It's heavily obscured. See blinded. The door is open. As you're stumbling your way in, you feel the stone floor as the texture of your boot step changes. And then you see the pools of the foyer here, water flowing, and an incredible awkward silence. Yeah, of course you can. Can I please have you make an Arcana check? Um, Something about this water. It's tasty, refreshing, and there's a spark of something. You know you triggered something in your arcane sense, but you don't know what. You haven't felt anything negative yet. No spoilers. There is an eerie silence that greets you. Slight whirring from those terminals, but nothing else. No, there is no written word or anything. Previously, with the help of a couple people, I'm pretty sure Abbott was crucial in it, but you guys did figure out that you were able to put it on kind of like a secondary mode, try to turn it off, realize that this glowing symbol indicates the active force. It is an external view of the tower itself. Weren't able to turn off all the power, just dropped it down a bit. Yummy. Can you please make an Arcana check? Refreshing water. Has a sparkle of something. Nothing negative. There was a spark of something. It triggered your senses like, there is something extra, but eh, it's refreshing, maintains its cool. Yeah. All right. And your marching order is Mr. Augustine first, who will be following after. Petunia will be following next. Rana will be next there. The first thing you see is that they have been hastily and shoddily reconstructed. And you're just using your Eldritch Blast. It takes a little bit of time, but you are able to shatter those towers. You see the electricity sparking between cease. You are greeted once again with absolute silence. Hmm. They do not respond in any way but crumbling. They have no energy left going between them. Yeah, that's what those little potion indicators were, is having been used up. Yeah. This is the first time you have seen the control panel. Nobody ever ventured around that corner to view it previously. Did he? I don't remember him going all the way around the corner. Okay, excellent. I will assume, sorry to move your token, Captain Abbott, but didn't want you left behind there. You're all good. Can I please get an Arcana check? And I will let you know in advance. It is difficult and unfamiliar. Your DC is 20. It is not, unfortunately. There are no labels. I will, if Captain Abbott can assist to give advantage. Abbott, you've used the controls previously. You can shove him out of the way and have an attempt at it yourself if you like. Abbott says, wait a minute. We were thinking about these controls based on downstairs. We weren't thinking about them based on in here. Had we not destroyed those drones, we could have taken control of them with this panel. All right. Okay, I will move Petunia back. Zoop, zoop. Unfortunately, my fair captain, they already have. You did not find the wreckage. You did not find them reconstructed. I do not like them, Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. Oh, sorry, Petunia. That door that you're at, that leads to the upstairs that you guys cycled through. Sorry about that. Yeah, spiraling upward. And Sir Augustine will see in the middle of this room, standing a 3 foot tall circular metal pedestal. There are hundreds of tiny illusory buildings that are glowing with pale light. In the center floats a miniature illusion of the threshold of the heavens itself. There are four, well, from your vantage point, two, sorry, you see two crystal globes mounted on the walls that are glowing with the same light. And as you come in, you see another on the far side. And there's your number 4. Good job. There are doors in here. One leads north, one leads west. What you see here is a full view of the city, but it's representing on Yari prior to the crash. So you're seeing full areas that you've walked through, that you've seen ruins, and in some of the places on the map you see that yellow will flicker, kind of fading in and out. You realize from the places you've been that those are places that have been destroyed or are differently represented. It seems that this mechanism tracks the city and is indicating District 4 is whack, if you will. Loading everybody up before you open the door. Do you have a marching order for the door, or are you just gonna boot boot love it? All right. Yes. All right. What I'm going to need is for you to prepare for some saves because there are some readied actions. You're welcome to try. What I would also like is for everybody to join me in singing Kumbaya in the initiative order. The cake is a lie. Portal, anybody? No? All right. All right. And that have been holding their action for when the door opens? Yes. Um, what I did want to know, let's see. I need, let's see. Um, hmm, oh, I wanted that to be in circle. Your horse is A-OK. Quick, hide in the corner, my friend. I've got my shield. All right, so you guys are already very well aware of what these flame skulls do and are capable of. They can. It is just two that are striking that square there. Two fireballs have been readied to strike. upon the opening of the door, and then we will go into the full initiative order itself. So I need 2 measures of 8d6. The advanced roller was not working for me last time. Hey, there we go. Pew pew. Uno y dos. And that is going to encompass the captain, Sir Augustine, Petunia. Only the horse is safe from needing to make this save. And it will be 2. Arno and Jacques have made theirs. Arno unfortunately appears to be trying to drink the fire. It is not edible, I apologize, but a good try. Sadly. All right, so Captain Abbott and Petunia, if you are with us, we'll need 2 dexterity saves. I understand, dude. It's okay, sir. Do not feel bad at all when you have to be a dad. It might make you sad, it might make you glad, but you don't want them to grow up and be bad. Alrighty. Abbott has successfully made 1 of his 2 saves, being able to take half damage from 1. And another save made good. Is Petunia with us, or is she BRB? She is muted, so that might be in a way indicator. And I think, yeah, she's on Beyond, right? Yeah, I've only got level 3 stats to work with. Well, the Wisdom save should be the same, though. +7 there, yeah. Or no, Dex. I'm sorry, I meant to say Dex. I was just looking at. Oh, no, you're cool. Welcome back. Hey, uh, your prize for coming back is making Dex saves to take half damage from fireballs. 2 of them, please. I'm sorry to make that sound like a reward. That probably sucks, but it's all how you look at it. Sorry, yes, 2 Dex saves. And your TN is 14. Or DC, sorry, is 14. You've passed 1 for half damage. And Sir Augustine finally has made 1 unsuccessfully. 1 will remain. Petunia makes both. What were you saying, Abbott? Sorry? Heck yeah. Oh, only half. So it'll be 53 divided by 2. So 26. I'm sorry, I'm only seeing one of your saves there. Oh, excellent. That's my like favorite thing. Jacques is in fact flammable. Epically. And you've done the damage and healing corrections. You're evened up there. Excellent. Well, at the top of the order is going to be an angry flame skull. This one has already fired his fireball at you, so he is going to blast two fire rays at Augustine. Because you knew that they were going to be here, some capacity. All right. You are welcome to respond. And a miss. It sure is. Can I please have you roll a con save? All right. In your excitement, your blast went awry, exploded in your hand. Just a flash. No harm, no foul. You're good. Other flame skull. Yeah, they were ready for when the door opened. Downstairs. Okay. No longer concentrating on that. That's fair. All right. Two more fire rays come at Mr. Augustine, who is trespassing. Oh no, the other one is going awry. His friend will be able to not be hit by it. It went up that way instead of at you. But he is a wily one. Uh, so one of the flame skulls fired the fire ray at you. One of them had to dodge the critical miss. The other one is now going to take its I see from his vantage point. I have to move a little bit to fire at the doorway. So that one will not have been readied, but it will be another one. Same thing. But you know from having encountered these beings before, they are only capable of such a burst once, and they have now all three been spent, so you can count on that. You remember and anticipated this encounter. Miss Petunia, at any time at your convenience, I will take an insight check. As fire's raining down and you're coming up through the tower again, things and stuff are going on. I will need the save from Captain Abbott, and let's see, Mr. Stone is currently not with us. I will go ahead and get that save. She's pretty awesome at. He should be okay. Only take 10. That's epic. Another damn fireball? Not again. Yeah. And Abbott says no, to only take half. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Jacques will be able to respond as he is next in the initiative order. There's just something that keeps tickling at you guys, um, but you're not putting it together. Fire sucks. It's too bad you can't just splash them out. Woohoo! You have my permission. Please make for me an athletics check. You are able to hold on to your blade as you feel the heat getting in the vicinity of the flame skull nearly caused you to, in shock, really, more than the pain, not expecting that when you made your swing. Next strike is going to hit. Can I please have a an insight check from Jacques real quick? You realize in slashing across the thing, and the way you feel your blade hit it and its reaction, piercing would be a bad idea. Slashing is the way to go. Or crushing if you had a hammer. Good choice. With that, uh, no, nobody's hand blasting what? It's kind of your forte. Uh, the other one used that. Can confirm. So, Augustine, you can probably beat a 13. It is wisdom. Does. He does. So my introduction to Ray in the first combat situation is he charged up a draconian and nearly got stabbed to death. I concur with your conclusion. The armored one, yes. The Knights of Solamnia are the greatest threat to the glory of Takhisis. No, he did cast a spell. He is doing spell casting. Not a clue. Mr. Stone will be up next in the order. Is there somebody who's comfortable in orchestrating his actions? He also has that ring of jumping he likes to utilize. His Roll20 sheet does have everything. Can you not? Oh, let me give control so that you can do that. I'm so sorry. There you go. I thought that you already had that. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Close this sheet and reopen it. You should be able to do all the things. Right. That will incur attack of opportunity. He probably wouldn't care, but all right. Yep. That is going to hit with all of those considerations. It should be, yeah. The only way around that would be if he had made an attack on it first, because then it wouldn't be able to make an opportunity attack against him when he moved on past it. That would be the fancy footwork ability from Swashbuckler. That would be the only way I believe he would be able to avoid that. What's his bucket? Jacques, not a fan. All right, Captain Abbott will be up next in the order. Bamage. Yeah. Well, and they nerf area effect or multiple target kind of things too. So it's like doing your lower level spell just multiple times. Yeah. 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 Don't forget your ability to upcast some stuff. I don't think that's been highlighted, or at least mentioned as a thing. Yeah, being able to upcast a thing to use that fifth level slot to make something else just simply better can be helpful. Mecha Goose. So I don't know how it might look when you're casting your spells, but it should give you an opportunity to cast it at a level, depending on which one. With Roll20, yeah, or yeah. Since you're using the Beyond, I'm less familiar with how to activate that. It does. It takes the higher level slot. Yeah. Yeah, that's to represent your ability to upcast it in that slot. Yeah. Yeah. And slightly repetitive. It's one of the options. Yeah. Abbott Stone. I didn't realize that they had escalated there. Bloop. He's looking like he's in pretty poor shape. That is going to hit. He's engaged with Arno. You don't have sneak attack. You will get his extra damage in there. So those are shots that will miss, unfortunately. Hmm. Yummy. Petunia has entered the room. Nuh-uh. Every time. I just want one attack from a mind control so I can be like, haha. No, I'm not gonna fudge stuff. But as a reaction, Augustine is within 15 feet. Up to two other creatures, so he's going to choose to go up to one. I mean, well, it's only a 2d8. I think that honor went to Petunia in the lightning pillar room, actually. So the turn order was not properly sorted. No, I didn't realize. And so I was waiting for Petunia to have her turn because I didn't want to steal things from anybody out of order. So I was like, we're going to keep this order and then I'll sort it at the beginning of the next turn because I'm dumb and I apologize. It doesn't matter how many times I've used the turn order in Roll20. I am a mistake. The Flame Skull up north is going to be. Oh, yeah. It was incredibly whack. I looked at, I was just looking at the names and tra la la, and then I looked over at the numbers and was like, oh God, that's way, way off. It's okay. I like transparency. Meanwhile, a flame skull is going to be blasting fire rays at Mr. Augustine, and they will not hit. Another flame skull is going to be blasting at Petunia. Since the Augustine is targeted, Petunia is the next one coming in through the door there. Pew pew. And the one in the south is going to have to wait for you guys to go because it's Jacques' turn now. Kerwham. Nice. These things are actually pretty easy to hit. It's just a matter of surviving their first wave. It is floating crooked in the air, broken jaw. One of the eye's flames is flickered out and the eye socket is caved in. It's still floating there, but it's very broken. It sure does, sir. That is going to finish him off. The, the pieces collapse actually into the ground amongst themselves. Um, can I please get an Arcana check from Jacques and Augustine and Petunia and seeing Jacques' epic slaying of the flame skull? And Jacques got a 17. Petunia got the dragon. You should not rub it in with Jacques because I'm pretty sure that glee is not shared. Petunia, you finally are like, what is it? These flame skulls, they're unholy. It's holy water. That's what it takes to put them down permanently. You need to sprinkle their remains with holy water to completely eliminate them. If only there was a source of nice, happy water was. Moving on to Abbott Greencush's, or no, Jacques was still moving along. Go ahead, Jacques. Okay, Captain Abbott will then be up next. Two of them. I mean, they look like it, right? Unfortunately, the consoles here are blackened and buzzing softly. They're emitting sparks. It looks like they've unfortunately, they once had a function, but they look now like they've been, right? Yeah, there's, Yeah. And it is a solid hit. I agree. Ah, incredible slash from Captain Abbott upon the flame skull. Yep. And there it is. Waiting for that little extra. Thank you, sir. And will that be all for the good captain? All right. Let's see what Augustine has to say in response. It's first. Oh, oh. Blasting into the console that's already damaged for more sparks. I did. You you were so close. I'd like to point out you rolled a 2, so yeah. See, that's yeah. All right. May the force be with you, Petunia. It is your turn. She doesn't. So it takes an hour for the flame skulls to get back into form, but they will come back to full power as such. They'll probably burn through the bag first, and then you'll have an Aimley flame skull coming back into form. Nice. Oh, not as much. That's going to barely miss. Swing batter. Enraged and brought back to life is just going to go ham on it. I really want to know. That's going to be an interesting thing that I want to explore is Arno's response to having fallen. And it wasn't from like him taking the blade, it was because the Auroch died and exploded in lightning. Whirlwind of steel, grace of death. Those are both going to hit. Hanali. He is. He's yeah, he's been activated now that he's fallen. He's all right. That is super cool. I really want Arno to be able to further describe, but that is going to be the elimination. Yes. Yes. That is fantastic. Whirlwind of Steel, eh? He will have successfully taken revenge for having been cut down by lightning. I think that's a perfect place for us to cliffhanger. But you guys do have an opportunity to speak amongst yourselves, take your short rest and stuff, kind of gear yourselves up. Oh, yeah, they're fountains, and they appear to be wax. Now you know what that twinkle that you got was. It wasn't cinnamon flavor, it was, in fact, holiness. It was the taste of Paladine. Yes, and in addition, can I get an insight will work? So you might need Abbott's application as a proper artificer, but you could fill the spiders with the holy water, the empty ones that you guys have used. I assume, like out of game, like even though nobody was like, "Oh, go pick up the empty spider," like it. I assume you guys keep an eye on that and hold on to them, and they're capable of that. They did with Rugal Dust. Mhm. So yeah, that's just a thing. If you wanted to, potentially, if you like, that's for you guys to decide. Arno would say, let's go break through the doors and see what happens." Wow, Augustine got max on his roll too for the same thing. Well, yeah, Roll20 sheet. Well, I can promise that if he used them, he'd probably be defaulting to the D10. Hmm. Oh. So Arno is almost full. Augustina's full out. Petunia is lower than half by a little bit. Jacques is not almost full. Abbott, not doing too bad. And I didn't see Captain Abbott either, but might be saving it or something. Opportunity being not that full. Okay. Um, yeah, everybody's kind of taking a recovery moment here. Well, thank you, sir. Well, you guys made it to another level of the tower, so that's an accomplishment. You can mark that in your book. And we can assume, too, that you guys had an opportunity to grab holy water from downstairs, to douse the flame skulls, etc. So I'll have to let Ray know that he both died and came back up all the way to 82 hit points. He might have a goal that's, well, not, he wasn't all dead, I know. KO. Wow. There you are. Everyone's a little better. A little unexpected. Yeah, it was a shitty dice night. Yeah, we shall see what transpires. All right. Well, everyone have a wonderful evening. I will see y'all on the other side.